Zambia!
Welcome to our daily video vlog. We are on day 3 of our awesome trip, but day 1 in Africa. There's a reason we haven't done any vlogs before. That's because London was scary and a disaster and too wet to get out of video camera. So we'd like to talk a little bit about what happened on day 2 of our trip in London.
Yes.
Which we were very excited to be in London. We heard lots of great accents on the plane and in the airport, and of course in London. We got to ride in a taxi. It was very exciting.
On the wrong side of the road.
It was very scary. We got to ride a lot of buses. So let's talk about London. It rains a lot in London.
Lots.
A lot.
We decided to see all of London in our short time there via the double-decker bus.
Great idea.
Great idea, if it was not raining.
And on the sightseeing tours, the double-decker buses have an open top, which is great for taking pictures, videos, unless it's pouring down rain, which it was. And we, as silly as we already looked as American tourists, we looked even crazier in our ponchos.
We got made fun of, but it was okay. We embraced it.
Yes, but with the bus moving and the wind of the storm, my umbrella kept turning inside out onto Christina, actually, who's holding our camera, by the way.
Hi. Oh, I can't bend like that. Hi. We'll have a reenactment of that later.
Yeah. And so halfway through the tour, we just stopped looking at anything out the sides of the bus because we could only duck
basically
down
in
and
our
take cover.
ponchos, which totally scream tourists. In
We're
our
very
ponchos,
attractive.
With our umbrellas, laughing so hard we didn't see anything on that part of the tour. So we decided to get off and get fish and chips for lunch. Well, I had fish and chips and they watched me eat my fish and chips.
We went to an actual British pub.
Shakespeare.
And it was
Mark was there.
Mark was there.
Zambian water.
Oh.
And P.S. I love you.
Ooh.
But I do love you.
How's it going? What were your feelings on London? That you got to be the outside spectator of our ridiculousness.
What did you think of the bus tour of London?
It was a wonderful experience. Wet and wild.
Wet and wild.
I had a great time.
That is so true.
My newfound friends.
Yay. Yes.
Anyway, while we're in Shakespeare Pub eating our lunch,
With a lot of crazy
1 p.m.
drinkers.
We had water. No rain.
It won't focus.
It stopped raining. And so the minute we left the pub, then it started raining again. And we got back on the bus, didn't we?
And lots of buses. We kept getting sent from bus to bus. We got to see some cool things. We drove by Westminster Abbey.
At about 60 miles an hour.
Very quickly.
We saw Big Ben.
We passed by Big Ben. It was great.
Yes.
Beautiful. We saw lots of typical London things. No Buckingham Palace. Saw Buckingham Palace from a distance.
Yeah.
And but by the mid-afternoon, we really didn't like London.
We were tired.
We were Westminster crabby. And we just wanted to get back to the airport.
Oh, I almost got hit by a car because you look left to right, not right to left when crossing the street. We learned that.
And they don't really yield to pedestrians in London.
No.
So that was crazy.
By the time we left, it was sunshiny and had stopped raining. So that was awesome.
Yes. And made it back to Heathrow in time to catch a plane. And that was London.
That was London.
And we're going to give it another chance on the tail
We're going
end of our
back.
trip.
We're going back.
So you're saying that London does have an opportunity to redeem itself.
It has possibilities, but we were not impressed
London
with the
was not
original bus
hospitable.
tours.
No hospitality.
No. And so we made it on the plane, took another 10-hour flight to Osaka, slept a lot.
I got upgraded.
Mark got
somehow
upgraded.
made it to
Business class.
It was very similar to the chair he's sitting in now, actually.
Much like
Actually,
this
looks
chair,
a lot like where he sat.
Yeah.
God.
It was wonderful. I was a king for 10 hours.
I, on the other hand, had an elbow attached to my rib cage and was curled up in a... I think I still zoomed in. unzooming. I, on the other hand, had a elbow jabbed into my rib cage and was cuddled in a. Do I need to use it was such a trying experience. There was a lot of prayer involved. You know, it was a real teaching moment for me.
It was surgically removed.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about some of the phrases we've heard and we've picked up on this
London
trip.
is that still zoomed in?
Here, come over here so you're not all up in her face.
London or Zambian
Any,
phrases?
I think any.
No
We've
worries.
heard some.
No
We
worries.
love the phrase "no worries."
No worries.
We're gonna start saying that.
Carly is
a lot.
my stucky.
Cheerio, cheerio.
Trio.
They don't say y'all.
No,
Which is weird.
strange.
Yeah.
Really weird.
We have adopted the phrase Yahoo.
Yahoo Jesus! And
We got in the map in London.
That is on the previous video,
the
which hopefully we'll be seeing.
we got in the map so that we could really experience London and feel like we were there.
Yes. Now, Shannon, you had some good advice for Christina when it came to going to the restroom. Do you remember what that was?
Decided it was important for me to express to Christina that she should use the plane restroom and not so much the seat.
Yes. You have to go in the bathroom, not in the
bathroom.
can we please explain that there was not a question as to whether or not that would happen? There was not like an incident.
never-
Christina, how many times have you gone in your pants?
I didn't know.
There was no reason for that to be said. It was just a helpful hint.
Yes.
Just
I've never
FYI.
traveled with you before. I did not.
Yeah, well, for future reference, I am aware that I need to use the potty. Or the toilet in Europe.
The lavatory.
The
loo.
toilets or the washroom. The washroom.
And we learned when you go to the cash machine to exchange your money into pounds, automatically they will want you to take out 200 pounds. Thankfully, there's an app for that. And we found out that 200 pounds is like 400 American dollars. So we only took out 20 pounds. And London broke us. We have given London all of our money that we exchanged.
Yes. Put it on hold for a second or stop recording.
Pause.
And
Cut.
The red button. The red